Mina, oh, Jeba Mumini Dene way, Jeba Funny Sarah Dene way, Alasani Bebenga Willema, oh, Mama Kone Badenga Willema, Judemula Banako, Mama Kone Fodile, Walu Wani Fofana Lero, I'm one that Tane, Dode Dog, Madam Ukone we tata inula Ngwate diabera Mbogodu ngwate buyapera Mama kone we mdenyina maleko Nyasanutile mama ye kone sangaranga Ibondi fafaido mama Maria makatro bengura dedu Deminga bo fafana ludo Wade do te china Wade minga bo kone la kaludo Wade do te china Madame Bouhato bi comporte Ala sali bebe sali mata Nyafari nyumati sali mata dote do kono nolo ngombe tane dote do mandi doye dote do kono nolo salimata do ma do kono nolo nde ngombe tane dote do kono nolo ngombe tane do mandi doye ngombe tane dote do kono nolo ngombe tane do mandi doye badenya kana dote do kono nolo singi yakana do mandi doye teri yakana dote do kono nolo badenya kana do mandi doye. Ok. Je vais dédier ce morceau à ma maman chérie, la madre. Quand je dis la madre, celle-même qui nous a montré la scène, maman Aïcha Kenneh.
So good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you are. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. First and foremost, let me acknowledge the fact that we are not doing a regular one today. We are not going on my personal Facebook page today. We are going with a page that is created purposely for the show, and we may not expect as many people as we will have had if we were going live on the personal page, because many people are aware of that and many people follow that. So today this is just a trial. I want to make sure that you can hear me. If you can hear me, please tell me yes, you can hear me. Then I can continue talking. Let me know how it looks like. Please tell me if it's good. I'm going to be reading your comment. If it's clear, loud and clear, let me know. And then I will. Okay. It looks like somebody says okay. All right. So as I was saying, I will recommend to everybody to please go ahead and share the show. Actually, I haven't been able to share the show because I was still doing some testing. So before we start the show, I'm going to continue the media at least for another 2 or 3 minutes, so that I can be able to share the show if you cannot. But yes, I will try to share the show. So let's put this media one more time because I love it. All right.
Je vais dédier ce morceau à ma maman chérie, la madre. Quand je dis la madre, celle-même qui nous montrer la scène. Maman Aïcha Kone. Mina, oh, Jeba Mumini Denewe, Jeba Funny Sera Denewe, Alafani Bebenga Welema, oh Mama Kone Badenga Welema, Jutemula Banako, Mama Kone Fodile, Mwalu Wani Fofana Ilero, Angwande Tane, Dode Dokono.
Somebody said I was missing in action. Yes, I'm back. I was sick, and my brother passed away. So, yeah, so the show is about to start now officially. So, I want to say thank you to all of you. Like I said, we're not going to be about number, as always, because we have developed this platform a while ago, but we opted not to continue with it because we wanted to be reaching out to all of our people. But it turns out that if we continue doing that, we're not going to use the platform. So people are going to get used to it little by little. So I'm asking all of us to share the platform. We got to get used to this because this is different from our regular Facebook page. And some of the reasons behind it, just so you know, is that we have expanded the platform to another level, which is we're going to have people broadcasting from Liberia and other part of the United States. We're going to have a co-host, and we're going to be advertising for people. We're going to be on the radio in Liberia. You know this is election time coming. We're going to be reaching to pretty much everywhere around the world, directly or indirectly. So doing it with the platform is better. We can always share the information with our people, and our partners can always work with us directly without compromising our own personal information. So that's why we have decided to go with the platform as is. One question I'm going to ask to all my fans and friends and brothers and sisters here is that I'm going to ask you about the name. The name that we have from time to time has been the voice of the people. And some people suggested that we should change it to the Sekou Show in order for it to be easy to find by other people. So I would like to hear your suggestion on that. Whether it should remain as is, the voice of the people, or the Sekou Show. Either one of the two is okay with me. I don't really worry about the name. But some people say with the Sekou Show it will be okay for them to easily find it. So with that, that's just to give you a brief reasons why we are using the platform, not our personal private page today. And we're going to continue doing this so that a lot of people can be aware. And one of the advantages on this is that with your personal account, you're only limited to 5,000 friends. And you do have unlimited followers, but you only have 5,000 friends, that can be a friend with you. But with this, you have unlimited subscribers. So as many people, all you need to do just to click on the like button. Once you click on the like button, that will automatically put you in the group. That will give you a membership of the page, which means you will always have notification whenever we come on. That is the beauty of this platform. So we're going to be advertising. We're going to be, as a matter of fact, we're going to be interviewing people, and we're going to bring them live in real time. You will see them. We might not be able to do random participant appearance on the platform, but once a show is scheduled and advertised, whether it's a group of people like a panelist or maybe individual interview, whatever that will be, you will be able to bring them live and you will see it in real time. You will have conversation with them as well, because Facebook already taking away from us the normal Facebook live thing. So this is going to take time for people to get used to it, but I know very well eventually people will like it and people are going to get used to it. We always want to move forward. We're not going to be going backward. We're going to move forward, and we are moving forward. So to start the show, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. First and foremost, I'm going to start with telling you thank you from the bottom of my heart. Me and my family, I want to say thank you to all of you. I was sick for about a month. The day I started the show, they say, yes, I'm back. The following day, my brother passed away. And since that time up to where we are, the support I've gotten from friends and family is enormous. It's beyond explanation, trust me. It kind of embodies me more. It makes me feel like I've not done enough. It makes me feel like I don't deserve it. some people that their sisters on here and brothers that will call me every day to check on me, how you doing. There are some that even went to the extent where to send me money to say we are helping you in the sacrifice you'll be making for your brother's death. Some people send money to Liberia. Can you imagine? I didn't tell them, didn't ask them. They only told me where or who to go and grab the money. I'm not talking about politicians. I'm not talking about political parties. I'm talking about individuals on this platform, friends, especially our sisters. So I can't thank you enough. The same way you miss me, that's the way I miss you guys too. I miss you guys more, in fact. Because it's always fun. It's always, important for us to have a conversation. For every time I talk to you guys or I listen to you people, I feel blessed. In as much as we are frustrated about the way Liberia has been going due to poor leadership, but the brother and sisterhood that we have, it trumps everything. It's bigger than anything. So I want to say thank you to all of you. I really, really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. And me and my family, believe me, we can't thank you enough. I'm not going to go about calling names. Other than that, we'll be in trouble. Believe me. I want to say thank you very, very, very much. Second thing I want to say is that there has been a lot of news, a lot of things been going on, a whole lot that we've been watching from the sideline. At times we will write a few lines, but we never had time to participate fully as we would have loved to. But now that we are back, we will leave no stone unturned. Trust me. We will leave no stone unturned. There were people that were happy that because, they were happy that we were now doing a show. There were people that were happy that we are, we're not going to come back, thinking that no, that's it, Sekou is not going to have show anymore. No. Thank God we are back. As a matter of fact, when we were away, we were not just there. We were taking note. There were a lot of things that happened. People didn't talk about it. There was not a lot of awareness. There was a lot of misinformation. But we will unveil everything at our disposal. A lot happened. Today we say it's going to be open mic because we don't want to restrict you. And as well as I don't want to restrict myself because we have a lot going on. But today, my intention was to talk about the current political reality in Liberia. That was my intention. Then unfortunately, this thing happened. We learned that the coronavirus, that there is a confirmed case, or there are confirmed cases in Liberia. Something I do not have proof. I listened to I read the paper from the government. I've also heard a lot of speculation about other things. So not a lot we can believe at this time. We are making our own background investigation. At the end of the day, we'll be able to bring you the information that we have But in the meantime, besides Liberia, we have Liberians all over around the world, including the United States. And we go around every day. We mingle with other people. We talk to people. We work with other people on a daily basis. And this virus is deadly. Very much. And we want to refute the misconception or the misguided information that the virus does not kill African or black people. It's a myth. It is delusional, and nobody should buy into that. If at all we are immune as the black people, if at all we are immune to it, nobody should it shouldn't even catch anybody. Nobody should contract the sickness. But the fact that you got sick, then everybody is vulnerable. Everyone. The best you can do in terms of, instead of we carry on that misinformation, is to create awareness among us, among our people. You saw what happened with the Ebola. Our people died so much because of our ignorance to what we were up against. I'm seeing similar situation here. Right now, the great United States, not because of money, but because of the abrupt nature of this sickness, the way it came, the unprepared nature of the health sectors. The United States government is yet to control the virus. What about Liberia? What about other poor African countries? What about the government that politicizes everything? So all we need to do as patriotic Liberians is to create awareness. Some people even called me and told me that the alleged case reported in Liberia is not even real. That the Liberian government trying to get money from the World Health Organization because there was a lot of money allocated to help countries infected by the disease. Somebody come and say, oh, you know what, that is not even true. In fact, the government is trying to get money because they don't have any money to carry on the election for 2020. So they're trying to find money. And I told this person, it doesn't matter. I don't believe the person, but this government is able to do anything and everything. But what is more important to me, and I believe should be important to every one of us, is to educate our people. This particular sickness, this virus, it does not have a border. It goes everywhere. It's a global sickness. People really need to read about it, get some understanding about it, and understand some preventive measures that need to be taken to save life. Whether it's in Liberia, whether the case in Liberia is true or is a lie, it doesn't matter. We are human beings. Nobody should make you to believe that this thing can kill black people. As a matter of fact, few things you need to know. the reasons why they said, or some of the reasons why they said the elderly people are more vulnerable and are in more risk than the young people is because of the immune system in us as a human being. If you're young, if you're a young person, your immune system fights the disease that attack us. The immune system is the thing that can fight the sickness within your body. If you get older, those things got weakened. That's why the old people are very much vulnerable, especially from age 80 and up. Some people say 65, but from my own research, age 80 and above are the most vulnerable people. If you look at it, the rate of death, the people this virus has killed already, the elderly people are about 14%. The middle-aged people and the young people are around 0.4% and 0.2%. Little children, 0% at all. So we all have parents. We have grandparents. If you do not have parents, you have family. You have extended families who could be vulnerable. And if the kids are not vulnerable, they are always around grandma and grandpa. They can contract the sickness and take it to our old folks. So to prevent it is the best thing to do. Instead of sweeping it on a carpet. No, that's not the way. That's not the best way. According to the information that they provided, some of the preventive measures that you need to take is to make sure you wash your hand with soap. As a matter of fact, not just to go rub just little soap on your hand and just do it less than 5 seconds and move from there. No. They say you should soak your hand in the soap for at least 20 seconds. For at least 20 seconds. Then wash your hand. If possible, you do it 2 or 3 times. Because the sickness, for the most part, according to the information, that it does not survive on the clothes or anything. The easiest way for the sickness to go into your body and affect you is through your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. So assuming that somebody with the virus went ahead and touched something, that you went ahead and you go ahead and touch that same thing, when you come home or you go anywhere before you eat or even before you wipe your face, we are even advised not to clean our face with our hands. You wash your hand. You wash your hand as many times as you can. If you happen to use the restroom, because restroom is not something that one person can use. Every time you use the restroom, when you come back, you wash your hand many times with soap. Or if there's no soap, there are some hand sanitizer that are there that has about maybe 60% alcohol in it that can kill the germs, that can kill all those viruses. You wash your hand with those things. Sanitize your hand with those things. That can help kill the virus. And for those of you, for those of us who are carrying misinformation about the cure for the sickness, that they have medicine for it, they should stop lying. There's no medicine for it at this point. And the assumption that it doesn't kill African people or black people or our system, our blood is too strong for the sickness is misleading. Let me give you a little history where that came from. It's a Cameroonian student that was in school in China. And this person got sick. the person tested positive from the coronavirus. And this person started undergoing treatment. Some of the medicine that was given to this guy are medicines that were developed to fight HIV. Because HIV, if you can recall, is also something that can attack your immune system. So this Cameroonian guy who was in China and tested positive started taking treatment. They started giving him treatment using the medication that was developed. People started calling already. You gotta give me time. So after 13 days, according to the information, after 13 days, this guy, after he went through some of the treatment, he came back negative. That's just one person. But as we speak, we know very well two basketball players last week they tested positive. Because of that, the entire basketball season was cut off, suspended. Can you imagine? Do you know how many companies are now closed or closing? So let us stop lying. Let us stop misleading ourselves. Let's pray that God will save us. Let's pray that God will guide us. We don't know. Remember when Ebola came, some white people had similar notion as well. They were thinking maybe Ebola for black people because black people are dirty, assuming that they are dirty people. That's why it's in Africa. But then what happened? Some white people, doctors, got killed. So today, we may not have all the information. But the little information that we have is to create that awareness among ourselves that people should stop misleading themselves. But the case of Liberia is even important more. We are talking about a country when everything is normal. No virus, no global, sickness. But people were running out of drugs. People were running out of drugs. When there's nothing, no major challenges or challenge in the country, people were running out of drugs. But look at where here we are now. Assuming that the case confirmed in Liberia is true. Assuming that, where would that leave us? Where would that leave our people? The government could not control anything at all when there was nothing. What can they control now? What can they control in the face of this global sickness? Something that attacked the entire world. Developed country. Look at Italy. How many people have died? They had to shut down the entire country. Right now in the United States here, all the 48 inland states, except for West Virginia, there's a confirmed case in the entire United States. Can you imagine? If the United States cannot control something, Italy cannot control it, but Liberia can control it. Especially Liberia that could not control anything when everything was normal. Our country needs our prayer. We need to pray for our country. That's why when you watch some government people, you will hear them talking about, oh, people want to politicize everything. They themselves politicizes everything. Everything. As a matter of fact, I was seriously concerned today when I watched the video. Someone who is allegedly a patient of the coronavirus. How come going to take that person to the hospital becomes the whole community got to go there? They're running behind the people. Can you imagine? Only in Liberia, people can hear gunshot. Instead of people running away from gunshot, the other people want to go there to go see what happened, who's shooting, or who they are shooting. Only in Liberia. They say somebody. They're going to get this person. The people who are going there in the ambulance, they are well dressed up to avoid any problem. You are dead, kids and some grown men and women running behind them. They want to go see. Can you imagine? They say you should stay away at least 6 feet from anybody that is sick. But you running there to go and want to be a witness. Someone there with their cell phones. What do you want to prove? Other people are running away from it. Then Liberians are running towards it. They hear say somebody tested positive. They running behind the person. They want to go see it. Imagine if this is real, if this is true. Do you know how many people life will be in danger? Not only we ourselves, we are creating bad environment for our people. The government does not have the capacity to control anything. We need to eat the money for themselves. This is why when everything was normal, people were talking about how bad our health system is. In Liberia, we always say, time for war, you prepare for peace, prepare for peace. Time for peace, prepare for war. When there was nothing, when there was no problem, that's the time you're supposed to put in place a good mechanism, just in case. But you couldn't even control what was going on in the country under normal circumstances. How are we going to control what's going on right now? Let all of us call our people, educate them, tell them about the danger of this sickness. It kills people very fast. Very, very, very fast. Tell them the idea that it doesn't kill black people is delusional. It's a lie. People are lying to themselves. Tell them that it could kill anybody. So we're going to open the line. I think you have the phone line right there. You can call either one of the line. We'll put you on. Like I said, today is what's on your mind. However, we decided to make more emphasis on the sickness because of the important nature of the sickness. Very, very important. The awareness we create help our people greatly. But it's very shameful and embarrassing to watch people running behind somebody that they said, tested or maybe likely to be a positive coronavirus patient. People running behind that person. For what? So go ahead and dial the number so you can participate. Again, is open mic. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. That's why I started with my thank you message to all my friends, brothers and sisters, to everybody who reached out to me during the time of sickness, who reached out to me during the time of my bereavement. And by the way, yesterday was the 40 days since my brother passed away. So imagine I haven't done show for a while. I was actually grieving so badly. I'm still grieving, but life must go on. Life must go on. We have other challenges. All my brother needs from us right now is to pray for him, and I believe he's in good hands. God will take care of him. But as it's right now, I'm seriously concerned about my country. I don't trust anything in Liberia in terms of people taking responsibility. You remember how many times Senator Dawes Dillon talked about this coronavirus before even this case? He blew alarm on it many times. I did not see people talking about it. Now that they are talking about a confirmed case in Liberia, what are some of the measures, preventive measures the government is putting in place to make sure that the people are safe? We are not going to politicize this thing, but we cannot go without politics. Good government, good governance means good country. Oh, wait. Hello? You are very low. Hello? Yeah, I can hear you. What is your name and where are you calling from?
From Kenneh, calling from Connecticut.
From Connecticut. Welcome.
Thank you so much, my brother. I'd like to say happy birthday. Just something I didn't know you lost somebody precious to you.
Yeah.
Happy sympathy and I'm happy that you recover from your illness.
Thank you.
Let God continue to give you comfort, you and your family. Like you say, you have been away from the social media because of the problem that you had and all that. But from the very get-go, the president was concerned about this coronavirus, and he instructed the health ministry to take serious measure, and there was serious measure put in place, even to the airport. If you watch some videos few days ago, even international travelers were saying they are impressed with the Liberian, the way the Liberian are approaching this issue, because the government So I don't care how prepared you are, there will still be some leakages. You know, somebody will slip through, and because this is the virus, the fact that we have sophisticated countries in the world, sophisticated like America. When this thing hit in China, America was trying to take precaution. But people were traveling up and down, but we hit America and all over the world. I mean, talking about people with good health system all over the world. And so I knew that it was going to hit Liberia, but I'm a little bit, I'm a little bit confident that it won't be widespread in the country.
So what do you know, or are you aware of any kinds of preventive measure that has been taken by the government?
Yes. Well, the instructor at the airport, because it's the pool of entry, people coming in and people going out, including even the workers there. They had people washing their hands, people using all the different disinfectants in the airport, and travelers that came that had, the temperature was a little bit off. They were quarantined for a couple of days, and when they found out that they had nothing, they let them go. I mean, there's ongoing protocol for this coronavirus been taking place for almost like a month or two in Liberia. It's just not because this guy came from Europe and he did not adhere to the protocol or follow the instruction of what the people was doing at the airport, and he had to go home. And these are some of the things we talk about. You can be in authority, but you're not above the law. And there's this thing about people in authority and think that I can go up, I can do anything above the law. Is sad. And that's why the president, even I think they suspended Nathaniel Blama, and also the other people.
So what happened? Can you tell me, the audience, what happened with Nathaniel Blama? Do you have any idea what happened?
Well, Nathaniel Blama came from overseas, and I think he didn't allow him to be tested. He went home and he told the people that he was not feeling well, and Dr. Fowler.
Wait a minute. So he bypassed the protocol at the airport.
That's what we heard. They are still investigating. I think he bypassed the protocol. Because if he had submitted himself to the process, I guess they were going to take him and quarantine him to where they quarantine the people. But again, like I said, and we have to desist from these kind of practices.
Do we know how many people he traveled with?
Oh, that I don't know. And if you listen to the president, he said all those that he traveled with that came on Brussels Air, they should turn themselves in, or they order the police to forcibly take them into quarantine, or do force quarantine. And so they are start rounding people up that they figure out that and some other government official went along with him too. So they are bringing those people in the community, and they live in, making sure that they do not interact with other people that will be affected. That's why you saw the team going over there. And another thing you touched on that I would appreciate all of us as talk show hosts to do is to inform our people, educate our people in different vernaculars. If we had the Mandingo speak Mandingo to the people, then they speak Tele. Okay, let's just do something, because this is very important. It has nothing to do with politics. Right now, this pandemic that killing people in the world today, the West, the most sophisticated nations in the world don't have answer for it yet. We're talking about Donald Trump came and he said either July or August. How far on the road?
I think he misspoke. The people can face it back.
Say that again.
I think Donald Trump misspoke when he said that.
Actually,
the CDC said 8 weeks. To see what happened within the next 8 weeks, which is about 2 months.
Okay, so then you use your common sense, my brother. Since when did this start in China? And calculate from the time it started in China and tell me what is.
But I think it has subsided in China, right?
No, it's because they quarantine the entire nation. China, everybody is like almost like locked down, and so it's not that it has been eradicated. It's just that they contain it in a way that.
All right, let me ask you, my brother.
Yeah.
Are we aware of any other confirmed case or cases in Liberia besides Nathaniel Blama?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Maybe in a week's coming next week, we'll probably hear other people that were associated with him. I flew on a flight, maybe, you know. But again, you know, let me be honest with you, brother. It could be because I know of a case in my state that two older people were in a room. One died from coronavirus, the other one was tested and he got tested negative. So, like, you know, it could be, you know, that thing where somebody resisting strong and the other person and blah blah blah. But again, we have to take all necessary precaution. We do not know the amount of people, you know, affected from this stuff. This is the reason why all the people that was on that flight, all the people that, you know, they're tracing back, and they're gonna interview these guys. They're tracing back to how many people he came in contact with, so they can, you know, try to quarantine and help them, so they can further spread that virus. Because I mean, our health system is full, and the mentality of our people, they do not take anything very serious.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. What was your name again?
Wilton.
Wilton from
Connecticut.
Connecticut. All right, my brother. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Sekou.
All right. So, folks, keep your call coming in. That was another Liberian, one Liberian from Connecticut. We do not have enough information as to what is transpiring in Liberia. But as usual, we know the government has been very careless. But he said that the president is doing everything possible. Hopefully, that will be true. Hello, caller, your name, where you calling from? Yes.
I'm Yaki Williams calling from New Jersey.
Yaki Williams from New Jersey, welcome.
Yeah, good. How you doing? Thank you for your platform, Sekou.
Thank you.
Yeah, what I want to say is I heard you talking about there is no cure. I don't think there is a cure, but there is treatment available. And those treatments include what is listed under the symptom of this coronavirus. Dry cough, and you know the treatment, there are a lot of common treatment for dry cough. And the pneumonia symptom also, because that's what is listed as some of the symptoms for this coronavirus. And you know what some of the treatment for pneumonia. People take erythromycin, chlorphenicol. So those are things that people got to be cognizant of, that if we're encouraging or advising our people to look for medication, those are stuff they got to be looking for. The symptoms listed on the coronavirus, how it treats people. Those are the treatments people will start to rush for.
Hold the line, please. Hold the line, caller.
At least they encourage our people to look at some of the symptoms that are symptomatic of this coronavirus, and they look for the common treatment for some of those symptoms.
Okay. Let me say this to you. When I say there's no cure for it, according to the information, at least from the Chinese CDC and the United States, there is no specific or specified medication, whether it's vaccination or direct treatment.
No,
hold on. That is the main purposely to cure this particular thing. There are people are trying other things. You understand? They are trying other things, including the HIV, the medication that was also provided for HIV, because it has something to do with your immune system. So there's no cure for it as is right now. So the best thing they're telling you is the preventive measure. So all the other things, are like, they are like a try and error. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but that's not bad at all.
No, it's not bad, but we cannot consider that as a cure for it.
No, it's not cute. But Sekou, house is on fire. People use whatever to put it off.
Yeah.
People throw. Yes. So
it's always good. It's always good to give people other options that are available, but it's always good to let them know.
Let people know. Let's inform our people the symptoms. The symptoms. Dry cough. What normally people do to treat dry cough. What people do to treat pneumonia, because those are all the symptoms that are symptomatic of this coronavirus. Despite the fact there is no cure, even in America here, no cure. But when they take you to the hospital, they give you all what they got to be giving you to treat those symptoms.
Okay.
They give you medication for those symptoms. They are not giving you medication for the virus. They give you medication for those symptoms that are listed.
Okay. All right. Let's pray that our people will really understand. They will follow.
I disagree with the prayer, Benny. The people who died, they know God too.
No. Let's pray that our people, they will listen. No, God is the one that can control everything. Let's pray that they will listen.
I agree with you. I'm not saying we should not turn to God, but let our people take care. Let them do the preventive thing. They should not take it a big joke. But at the same time, if we get people back home to encourage, if they can go buy their erythromycin, they can call it erythromycin. They can buy their chloroquine. They buy it. If they can be able to get some other, what you call other.
Caller, please hold the line. I put you on hold. You left the line. Just hold the line.
Because it's based on the symptoms that is listed under the coronavirus, and that people will have to deal with it when they contact this virus, and it's messing with their immune system. You have to respond to the symptoms. Those symptoms is what you got to start to treat.
Okay. Let me
there's no cure for the virus.
Before I let you go, do you think the government of Liberia is capable enough to control what is going on within Liberia in terms of, providing the necessary. Yeah.
I don't want us to attack this government or deal with them, because then people would run away from the government and run straight.
Hold the line, please.
There's no equipment in Liberia to do testing of corona. What they are doing at the airport is that scanner that they use to check your pressure, for high fever. But you can't come from in a plane and you be diagnosed with high fever right away, because the temperature in the plane somewhere around 40, 45, 50 degrees. You've been flying all over. At which time you in plane and you sweat in the plane.
So how are they coming out with with the result, deciding who is positive, who is negative?
I'm coming. It's questionnaire. They do that scan about pressure, about temperature, whether high fever is temperature. They gauge your temperature, which of course they're not going to get anything much when you come from the plane. The second thing is questionnaire. You feel informed as to where you come from, your history, your traveling history, where you come from. Then they got their computer room right there where the guys will Google to see the country that you listed on that phone, to see where you come from, whether it's a high or a highly infected corona zone.
All right. Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
Caller 510 number. Are you there?
Yes.
Your name and where you calling from? Welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon, Sekou. This is Sanford from California.
Sanford, welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much. I want to say I have my sympathy, and thanks. I also want to thank God for your speedy recovery.
Thank you.
And welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back.
So, quickly, yes, thank you. Quickly, so let me just make my point right here quickly. The issue that has to do with this whole corona thing, as a matter of fact, right now, I was here in California, most especially the Bay Area. We are in a lockdown. We are not allowed to go out or do anything like in public places and stuff like that. So just to say how serious the thing is. Now, the reason these things happen in places like Liberia, and we are experiencing it now, is because I think there has not been too much education or publicity about this thing. The government, they saw it, but probably they thought it was just something that we're just going to stay out here and then not having to do anything with Liberia. Now, I remember the embassy posted on their official Facebook page, stating that there was some medical team working along with some international partner at the airport when you get off the plane, before meeting immigration, you have to meet the medical staff to do your test and make sure that and if you are coming from country with the case that is above 200 or more, they will have to quarantine you for 14 days. That was something that I read on the Facebook page of the embassy. Now, that was procedures, but then the issue that has to do with the gentleman that just came back a few days with the virus. Yeah, we understand sometimes the system fails, but again, I don't think that gentleman was just going to pass through the system without having to get permission from overhead or some other people. So the thing is, and then what I'm hearing now, there's a second. They have the second.
Hold the line, please. Hold the line.
That one
you said there's a second case.
Yes, there's a second case. It was reported by OKFM. One Philip, I just forgetting his last name. They mentioned his name, and he is a domestic worker at Blumman's house, and they have 127 person right now. The monitoring because of the trace. So that alone tells you how fast this thing is running. But then my concern was, how long does it take for this virus to show some sign of some positive sign within the person? Mm-hmm. Because the man came in on Friday, and then now the second person is tested positive. So the likelihood that the driver also might be tested because his family and stuff like that. So we have to, like the first caller said, we have to start to educate our people in our various vernaculars and let them know of these things. And then they should evolve. Like you were saying, the issue that has to do with somebody, the whole group are running behind the medical in the community.
That was
people
bad.
need to stop doing that thing because, this is a less and death situation. So,
and as a matter of fact, people should be running away from the signal instead of running behind it.
Right. And I mentioned the same thing this morning on Costa Show that I think the president should activate the military to have the military go at the various borders and the airport to assist in the process, and then set up some maybe some temporary structure and stuff like that. So we can have this thing curtailed before you get out of hand, or else. Right now, the war is fighting for themselves. Everybody's fighting for themselves right now.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I'm going to listen to you when you're speaking. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. Let's go back to let's go to the WhatsApp line. Hello, caller on the WhatsApp line. Your name and where you calling from? It looks like Liberia. Hello? Hello, caller on the WhatsApp line. Are you there? Hello? All right. Let me go back to the US line while that person is still struggling to come on. Caller 623 number. Are you there? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you calling from?
Thank you, Mr. Kenneth. Thank you very much. My name is Lasana Camara from Phoenix.
Oh, brother Sana, how you doing?
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Welcome. But you need to tune down. You need to tune down the monitor first. To listen to the phone directly.
Okay.
That's why. Otherwise, you're going to be
right,
delayed.
All right. So, can you hear me now, right?
Yeah, very loud and clear. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Kenneh. Thank you for being back. You know, you talk about your brothers, and you know, it was a sad moment. But hey, as you said, whatever God says that is going to happen is going to happen. You know, when your time to go, there's no minute to add, there's no minute to subtract.
Yeah.
So may his soul rest in peace.
Thank you.
I was listening to the Liberian story today about the coronavirus, especially the arrival of Nathaniel Blummer that came through the airport. And again, when he was diagnosed that he have a symptom, immediately the drivers of the main call, you know, for the government to pick him up for testing. of course, he did the right thing by calling. That's called patriotism. You know, he shows that he didn't want it to affect the whole community, so he immediately called. But I don't think if the Liberian government is ready, because this is very serious. It's a global pandemic. It's all over.
Yeah.
So we all need to be very serious. You know, this is more than Ebola. Now when the driver called, they pick him up. Imagine, as that situation, the driver stayed in the ambulance for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Nothing was done.
I listened to that. I listened to that story too. That was very disheartening.
Okay. So, and those kind of things, the government need to stand. They are the Western world. They are really catching hard time how to catch up. What's about Liberia? What's about poor countries?
That's my fear as well.
So if the Liberian government is not taking the stand, it's going to affect. And then we must get ready. Not even one area. The testing area must be established every area. So how somebody will spend 6 hours after declaring
in the car,
that he is the driver, he must be tested.
In the car waiting.
And then he also went to the church, which is populated area.
Yeah.
So they must follow every area. This may get in touch, so everybody can be quarantined, and then make sure that they are properly tested.
All right.
Yeah, so what we're doing here, a lot of people are saying that we should all educate our people.
WhatsApp line. Hold the line, okay? Please hold the line.
Yeah, we should all educate our people, and that's the right thing that we should do right now, because economically it's affecting everybody. The entire school system is locked down. States are going under lockdown. Things are not right. I never see this thing in my life. This is the first time, that we all see things like this. So I think it is proper for us to educate our people and tell them, it's a simple, there's no medication for it, but the simple thing that we can do to prevent it is like washing your hands and things like that. We should practice that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be, terrible, especially for our countries.
Thank you,
so,
Thank you very
we
much.
pray that, God will save us. And then I just wanted to say these things, but the Liberian government need to stand.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Firmly.
Thank you for your advice.
Thank you.
I hope they are listening.
No
Thank
problem.
you. All right, call on the WhatsApp line. Are you there?
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, I know you're calling from Liberia, right?
Hello? Yeah, exactly.
All right, you're live.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Sekou, this is Ansu Maria. I called
Mr. Dugle, how you doing?
I'm good, Chief.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Long time.
I know, it's been a long time.
Yeah. I called to, draw your attention to, things that are really going on in this country that are not supposed to be happening. Some government officials are in the habit of, disrespecting their subordinates, officers or security agents. What happened in our case in regard to the coronavirus issue that is really, in the country today, was a behavior of recklessness, by one of the top agent of the government, which is Mr. Nathaniel Blama. He shouldn't have overlapping the rules set at the airport, like an escape route. He shouldn't have done that.
But is it true that that's exactly what happened, or just people are just making it up?
It is true. It is no. Nobody is making it up. When people are making it up, then the president will go and say it.
No, I'm just asking. I didn't listen to the president.
Okay, yes, it happened. And people, yes, people testify to it. But it is later that, people closer to him came with a reporter that, no, it didn't happen that way, blah, 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 which of course is lie. And what we want now for the government to do is this. On the flight, brother, Mr. Blama, travel, all those that were on that flight that got off the plane in Liberia should be traced, and put in quarantine for the 14 days period.
Are there other people that travel with him as a government official for the particular mission that they went on?
No, that's not what I'm saying, Mr.
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking whether we know anything.
Yes, I believe so, because there are names of Jefferson Koji, that was on the trip, but I don't know if I believe that Jefferson Koji came before him, like what the supporters of Jefferson Koji are saying. So I don't have any information that authenticate that, but I believe on the flight he came to Liberia, he was not the only passenger that landed. That landed in Liberia. So in this case, all those that came off the plane in Liberia, should be quarantined.
Yeah.
And how to trace that? That may not be difficult, because it's not like he came through the borders or sea or something like that. At the airport, whatever entered the country or any other country so far are traceable, because you fill in certain information, your telephone number of lodging area or hotels. So it is easy to trace all these people. We beg the government now to do this without delay. Trace these people, get to them, have them tested to know if at all, they have this, how do you call it, virus. If not, then I'm afraid to say we are facing, a big trouble.
Thank you. You're right. Thank you.
Yes, because, and you see.
The fellow you're in Labrador there too, be careful, my brother. You guys be careful. Everybody.
Yes,
and then I really admire something the other day. If you people could do more of that, that would be really good. I watched a video the last time, you and some other guy from the EFFL, you guys were educating people in your dialect,
exactly.
Everybody doing it in different, in Pele, in Madingo, and other tribes. Those things were very, I really like that. I really admire that. And you guys should do more of that so that people can be educated, so we can experience same thing that happened to us during the Ebola.
Definitely, we're going to be doing more of that. Not only that, we're taking on few radio stations to do the same thing, because not everybody may have the chance to have smartphone or internet. But radio, I think everybody, not everybody, also, but many people, may have the chance to listen to radio. So that even will start tomorrow. It's supposed to start since a day before yesterday, but we needed to put all the tracks together, do the recording. We did 90% of the recording today, and that will be on air, I believe, tomorrow. It depends from the radio stations we contacted.
That's good.
I wanted to just throw this information, Mr. Kenneh.
Thank you.
The driver to Mr. Blama and the cook, Mr. Blama,
hold the line.
yes, these people need to be quarantined, and the rumors, the information we're getting there, I think they tested positive, and their relatives too should be contacted. The case of the the coronavirus incident in Liberia, or coming to Liberia, is different from many other African countries. The manner in which the virus got there, because most of the other countries, like for instance in Guinea, the person that brought the person that came with the sickness was arrested or was tested at the airport. So in this way, the person couldn't just join other people or mingle with people that would take the virus elsewhere. But in Liberia, this Mr. Blama guy came, he stayed at his home for like 2 days. He mingled with some government officials. You understand? We even get the information that he went to the Jamaica resort to have some tete-a-tete chat with the leadership, with President Weah. That information I cannot confirm, but I heard it today through Honorable Yeke Koluba. You see, so it is good to trace all his track. Otherwise,
so that means there could be a possibility of the president being tested as well.
That's possible. That's possible. You see, it's possible. And now the closures of schools, we welcome it because nobody knows what's going on. How many friends does Mr. Blama has? How many friends and relatives does his driver and cook has? And this thing just going to be flying around like that. So we are afraid. But sometimes when people say these things, they say you try to put fear in the people. No, it's not about putting fear in the people. Get them ready. Get them aware of what is, around them. This is why, speaking to you, I am also the national chairman for the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia. So, and I have a lot of responsibility, to have the citizens and non-citizens that reside in the Republic of Liberia aware about the danger that surrounds us. So I thank you for giving me the platform, to express these few words.
No problem, and we are open. Anytime you need to put anything out there, let us know. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Kenneh.
You're welcome. All right. This is my papa here, Mr. Braden. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, Sekou, what's up?
Alhamdulillah. Thank God. How you doing?
I'm fine though, thank God. And staff, I'm talking, thank God and you are back. I hope everything is okay with you and your family members.
Well, praise God.
Okay, I just called to say hi and let me tell the Liberian people, we should have courage. Although our people back home, we got older people back home and the people think about us, the more we think about them. But the only good thing is, I beg you, you must buy garlic, keep it in your house, buy a white vinegar. The white vinegar, you put 2 teaspoons. I say eating spoon, 2 teaspoons in a lukewarm water and drink it in the morning and drink it in the evening. The white vinegar that people cook with. Buy it and keep it in your house. If you can't eat the garlic, please, my Liberian people, my son is back, we can talk. My Liberian people, please cut the garlic into 4. Split it into 4. If you can't eat it, put it in your GB, in your fufu, and swallow it. It will help you. It will help you. I beg you. If you can't find the garlic, just go to Walmart and buy, vitamin C. I say vitamin B. I don't say vitamin E. I only say vitamin C. You take the vitamin C, vitamin C.
C like Charlie.
Vitamin C. Yeah, C like Charlie. Then buy the vitamin, take it in the morning. Just read the directions. Take your vitamin C in the morning and just sleep. Drink your warm water with the white vinegar and with other things, please, and the garlic. Now, all I want to tell you, Brother Sekou, will help you.
Thank you very much.
This thing is dangerous. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your contribution. The next person. I think this is Levy Thompson. Levy, are you there?
Oh, yeah.
How you doing? Welcome.
I just got a minute to talk.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I was just calling to say that we all are trying to figure out what this corona is. Mm-hmm. Everybody, the whole world. Yeah. And I just got a slideshow because I'm signed up on the WHO, so I have the World Health Organization, so they send me updates on what's going on. We all are trying to figure out what is this, how can we stop it, how can we not stop it. But we can say one thing, the testing, and it's sad have to say that I don't believe that we really have public health officials in Liberia that really understand public health, or they're not reading, they're not researching, they're not doing what they need to do to educate the public on what is going on. But what I can say to our people, now, we know the first-hand defense is to keep our hands clean, wash our hands with soap and water. Not too many people in Liberia will have running water or soap, so you can have the well water or anything like that, and you need to do it 20 minutes. We have not taught them exactly how to wash hands, even though we have the Ebola.
You mean 20 seconds or 20 minutes?
20 seconds.
Okay.
20 seconds. Vigorous hand washing, 20 seconds. So that means all your knuckles, the tip of your fingers, the between your fingers is like 20 minutes. So you can't be washing your hands every time you touch something or touch a surface, you wash your hands. Yeah. So we say use the hand sanitizer. We don't have hand sanitizer in Liberia. So I was just looking at what somebody has said to you, that $40 for one hand sanitizer. We don't even know if it's the true hand sanitizer, because the hand sanitizer has to be 60% alcohol or more.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have what we have in Liberia. We have the cane juice, which is...
Hold the line, please. Hold the line.
Juice in a little spray bottle with half water, half cane juice. You use that to wash your hands. Okay, in the spray bottle. So I'm showing them the things that we have that we can use on ground for the people in the interior. What can they use? Everybody got a root bottle at home. So they have the root bottle. They take some of the cane juice in that root bottle, put it in a spray bottle with half water, half of that alcohol content, and they can use that as the washing of the hands. Anytime they touch something, if they cough into their hands or something like that. Okay, so we say vitamin C. How many people in the interior know vitamin C? But we can tell them. We say you have tomatoes. You have the fresh tomatoes. Eat the fresh tomatoes. Eat 5 or 6 oranges a day. You have lime. Use the lime. So we have to tell them the things that they have that they can use. The thing is with the coronavirus, okay, so it's dry cough. People that are sneezing, that are, have wet cough, productive cough, does not necessarily mean they can be having the common cold. So what it is that we still encourage them wash your hands and stuff like that, because the coronavirus will not bring any sputum, especially if it lives in the upper respiratory. Now, maybe the antihistamine, which is the thing that makes you sneeze sometimes and give you allergies, may have them sneeze a little bit, but it's not that much. So a person with the virus will not have that. But you can look for, what is this person exhibiting? What are your symptoms? So if the person comes to the hospital and say, I'm sneezing, I'm coughing, then they just have the common cold. You have to look at, are their muscles aching? Do you have body aches? That's the thing that we're supposed to have asking them. Do you have body aches? Because sometimes the body aches comes before the fever. So we have to know, do you have body aches? Do you have difficulty breathing? Okay, we ask you, hold your breath for 20 seconds. If you can hold your breath for 20 seconds and take a deep breath, that may not be the coronavirus, because the coronavirus attacks the lungs, and what it is that you cannot take deep breaths in. So these are the simple symptoms that we have to look for in these patients that are coming. So now, in America, we don't have enough test kits. I doubt Liberia has test kits at all for this coronavirus. The coronavirus is heat sensitive. It cannot live in 28 degrees centigrade. 28 degrees centigrade is like 50 degrees or 60 degrees at most. Liberia is 80 degrees. Okay? So if you're going to have the testing, the swabbing of the throat, so you have to go all the way down deep in the person's throat, because for the first 3 days, if they have the coronavirus, right, we have the 3 to 14 days incubation period. So you have to get that person within the first 3 to 5 days. you have to do the swab of the throat, the swab of the trachea, the throat. So you take that, and you have to have the testing too. You put it in the testing
Hold the
tube,
lamp, please.
right? And you have to take it to the lab right away within less than 30 minutes to be able to accurately decide. It takes 24 hours for the test to come back to see whether you're positive or negative. So we have to be careful. I don't believe that we have actual coronavirus in Liberia. But
I'm kind of skeptical too. But you know, we are not there to. And I'm not a
we're not
physician,
there
so
to, but
we're not there to
do,
know.
no, if we,
I'm skeptical
if
as
we
well.
do, yeah, if we do, with all that I have told you, if we do, and I believe most of these things, if the testing are false negative or false positive that they are having, but if we do, these are the ways that we can tell our people, okay, I don't know which fruit has zinc in it. I'm going to review which fruit has zinc, because zinc is very important. And I will be on FOL on Sunday, and we're going to talk about the fruits that have zinc and vitamin C and different things like that. But these are the things that just the common things that we can say. Okay, so another way to keep yourself hydrated. We have coconut all over the place. We may not have water, right? Because they say don't drink cold. It does not like cold. The virus lives in cold. You have coconut water. Coconut is very hydrating, the coconut water. Let them drink, especially for the children. You let those children drink at least 6 coconut water a day. So you do that coconut and let the kids drink it. 6 coconut waters a day. That may be like a liter and a half of coconut water. So these are the things that I just want to share with you. I have to go back to work. I'm late. I was on lunch when I called, but I just wanted to share these few tips with you.
I appreciate your call. Thank you very, very much. And then don't forget to like the page if you haven't done it yet. So those of you who are here, like the page. That way, whenever we come on, you will be notified right away. So that I'm not going to be going live now on my personal account. I'm going to be using this page for the show.
I will.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, I will.
All right. So, folks, before I go to the next person on the WhatsApp line, I just want to remind you again. This is the page we're going to be using for the show moving forward. Today, we're going to do show for 2 hours. We're already in 1 hour 40 minutes, probably around 20 minutes or so we got left. We're happy to be back, just to come back so that you can know that we are back, and we can create some awareness. Moving forward, we're going to be doing show at our normal time, usual time, which is 12 p.m. Arizona time, which is 3 p.m. New York time, and then 2 p.m. Minnesota and Iowa time, and 7 p.m. Liberia's time. So I encourage all of you. In fact, I just look at it. Only 19 people or maybe 9 people share the show. I mean, we have more than 230 people watching. Sometimes 240 people watching. Only 19 people share the show. That's not encouraging. If you don't share the show, other people they're not gonna know about it. I have more than 10,000 people that follow me on my regular account, on my personal account. I have about 5,000 friends, and then more than 10,000 followers. That's like 15,000. But they are not privileged to see this right now because they are not following the platform. So all you need to do is to click like on it. Once you go on the platform, the Voice of the People TV, just like it. Once you like it, every time we come on, anything that will go on there, you will see it. So go ahead and do that. Go ahead and share the show so your friends can be able to see the platform and they will like it. So let's go back to another caller. Caller on the WhatsApp line. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Sekou. Kupok Mami. I'm calling from The Hague, Netherlands.
You calling from The Hague, Netherlands?
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm one of the followers of your show from the Netherlands, but the been a while
Yeah, because I was first I was sick, and then when I was getting better, then my brother passed away. So that's why I've been away for a while. But thank God we are back now.
I have my sympathy and I thank God for your speedy recovery.
Thank you.
It is great that you are back.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Happy to be back.
I've been following the show and I just called to contribute.
Okay, go ahead.
The issue of the coronavirus, it is a global concern, and there are a lot of our people who are doubting the truth of the virus entering our country. And I think those of us those who are doubting it, I want to call on them to stop doubting. It is true that the virus has entered our country. The only thing we need to do as a people is to remain vigilant and to understand that our health system is not as equipped as compared to those countries who are currently struggling with the virus. The Netherlands is one of the richest countries in Europe, and as I speak to you, I'm currently we are quarantined for almost a week now. We've been indoor, and you only go out there to get your food stuff and then get back to your room. So as sophisticated as the country is we can be struggling to cope. Is something that I have to speak to all Liberians to understand that we have to be very vigilant. We have to follow the preventive measures that we were told to do. This is not about politics. It is about the health of people. And it is a global pandemic, so nobody should blame anyone for taking the virus back home. I think the issues with Natalia Blama was not intentional. No one will intentionally want to take virus from outside and take it to your own people. And I have my own observation and my disappointment with the way in which government has handled this issue from yesterday. And I followed the announcement by the president, and it was good to inform our people, but I think there was little error in the way the message was presented.
Okay. So when you say hold on before you go further, when you say it was not they didn't do it on purpose, what do you mean? If at all he resisted the protocol?
Yeah, what I mean that there was little error in the way the message was presented.
Yeah, but is it true that he refused to go through the proper channel or the normal protocol as it was done at the airport?
Well, Sekou, I cannot speak to that because I'm not in Liberia currently.
Yeah, but you say you didn't do it on purpose.
If I'm in Liberia, even if I'm in Liberia, I'm not a personnel that work at the airport, so that I cannot speak to the truth of Baba in protocol or submitting himself to protocol. But my major concern is this health matter. And we have to understand that our country, our society is a gullible society. Even if Mr. Blama bypassed protocol, the manner and form in which it was presented by those who wrote that speech for the president, and the manner and form in which the president presented it, I feel that it was not healthy for the safety of Nathaniel Blama and his family. It would be true that he bypassed protocol, but this is government. There are many ways that you can handle it. But to announce his name publicly and informing the public that he bypassed protocol, it's telling the public that this man intentionally took the virus from Europe and bring it to kill millions of people in our country. And you are the president. People listen to you. You see? And Natalia Blama is a citizen who has a family back home. So if you announce that Nathaniel Blama bypass protocol and then leave the airport and come with a viral in Monrovia.
But is it true? Is it true he met with the president when he arrived?
Well, I cannot speak to the truth in that. But my concern is those who wrote the speech, they did not do well. And the president should have been wise enough to say no. Even if Nathaniel Blama bypass protocol, probably we can treat him. After treating him, then we investigate. After the investigation, probably we can come up with consequences.
So you think that announcement or that announcement by mentioning his name can endanger his life and the family?
For me, by mentioning his name, and most especially following by saying that he bypassed protocol,
yeah, but that is the work of many politicians and officials of Liberian government. They always do that. Not just we are time, but it has been like that. You know who am I? You know who you're talking to? That has always been the problem in Liberia.
Yeah, Sekou, why is true that I may agree with you that is the problem of Liberia. But we have to understand that he is a citizen. So if Nathaniel Blama did not bypass protocol, he remains in Europe and they tested positive. And probably the European decide to deport him.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, my brother. If we are to set a deterrent, somebody has to be the sacrificial lamb.
No, I don't have a problem with being suspended. But the situation is that, in my view, it was wrong to have announced to the public that Nathaniel Blama bypass protocol. Because my concern.
But if that's what he did, if that's what he did, why is there a problem for calling a spade a spade?
No, if that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But now, Sekou, we came from 14 years civil war, where because of one man, an entire ethnic group fall into trouble.
No, that has nothing to do with his ethnic group. I mean, if at all he did, if he does something wrong, what that has to do with his ethnic group?
Yeah, no, Sekou, I'm not talking about it has something to do with ethnic group directly, but I'm setting an example here. You understand?
Okay.
We are from a stable world, and our society is a gullible society. If one person does things, people tend to hold your family for what you do, even if members of your family are innocent. So just by saying that this may bypass protocol, now in Liberia, I'm receiving calls from home. Now in Liberia, people are saying in Liberia that the man is wicked. This man has taken a virus from the blood to come into our country with it and kill all of us. So that alone could put his family at risk. I'm not saying that
I agree his life will be in danger, but he took unnecessary risk, by bypassing the protocol. Maybe the government should have presented it, in a better way. But I mean, whatever he did, if it's true, it's wrong. But thank you very much for your time.
No, but before I leave, the situation is that you listen to Nathaniel Blama. He spoke.
What did he say?
He made it clear that he spoke.
What did he say?
He said the president was misled. Okay. The information that he bypassed protocol is not truth. He went through the protocol, and the medical personnel told him that he was okay, he should leave. And that's how he left. And the driver picked him up. So to announce to the country that indeed he bypassed protocol, it was a misinformation given to the president.
But then who can we believe? Who do we believe now? The president or Blama?
That's the problem here now. We don't know who to believe. But my point here is Nathaniel Blama, knowing fully well that he came from you, he should have suggested himself to a quarantine, even if he is not requested to do so. But granted that he did not do. The situation here is that we have to understand that he has a family, and it is the government responsibility and duty to protect life and property.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. We got to leave it there.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, okay?
thank you, though.
All right.
Yeah.
Caller on the other line, are you there?
Yes. Is it me?
678 number, yes.
Oh, Sekou, how you doing? Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm happy to be back. And just before you start, this person sound like Amos George, but let me say something first, really quick. Folks, we do not have enough time anymore. I'm going to just do show today for just 2 hours. And moving forward, we're going to be very straight with time. The reason why I'm not timing people when they speak, because we just came back, we're giving people the opportunity to say whatever they want to say. And today is also open mic, so people can talk about anything they want to talk about. But we only got 5 minutes left, just so you know. 2 hours is the time for today. After that, we will close it and we will come out next time. And please don't forget to click like on the page, so that way every time we come on, you will be notified. Quickly. I don't like the fact that all our friends and followers and fans are not here to watch, because they don't know whether we are on, because we are not on the regular Facebook today. But this is okay, because it's going to take a little while. So the show's gonna finish in about 5 or 6 minutes. But go ahead, my brother. I'm pretty sure it's Amos George. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I right?
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah, you are right.
All right, my brother. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted to say something. The last week, one Dr. Christopher Neal, medical doctor, he said something last time about the National Health Institute in Monrovia. And this man is well learned, and he's known in Africa because he worked with most of the government in Africa, medical people. He said that because the issue was the director of National Institute had put and seen that the youth.
Hey, caller, please hold the line. You're probably going to be the last caller. Just hold the line.
The testing kits that were alleged, they were not certified. I mean, they have problems. So that the National Health was using his name, and he was trying to make clarification. He either demanded that the director of the National Health should apologize for misquoting him and using his name about that testing on a kit in Liberia. So what I'm wondering, where are they testing they're doing, where are they getting the supplies from? Because if it is the same kit that Dr. Christopher talked about, then of course he said that it has a problem, because even in America, he said they are not using it because they have a problem with that. So that one of the issues, that one of my concerns, where are they getting the testing kit from? If that is the kit that he talked about,
we will try to contact people in Liberia to get more information.
That's secondly, the government today, the public relations officer from CB Hospital were on a show today. They actually, he said that the government got they have nothing set up in Ghana to quarantine people. So my question is then, what happened to Bon County, Kidmore, Lofa, Nima? Those are major crossing points. And if the people don't have anything settled in those countries, then what are the government doing? What are they doing with the 1.3 million that they received? They said they're going to use it to put in place to quarantine people and do aspects for this coronavirus. This is a serious problem.
Yeah, it's a serious problem.
I mean, most of us doesn't even have a quarantine place because the recording to act.
I'm more concerned about preventive measures from the common people than they have about the government, because I'm not sure if this government is prepared to handle anything. I'm just hoping that the people themselves, the common people, will be able to follow the normal protocol and the procedures, the preventive measures that are required. Yeah, preventive measures that are required of all of us. So that way, the risk can be at minimum. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully they will follow that.
So the education is the washing hands. But look at even the situation, we talk about washing hands. How many people do have running water in Monrovia? So these are challenges that are facing our people.
Yeah.
But however, we just advise our people to continue to do the little things they do by washing their hands, by shaking hands. When someone got fever, like you stay away from that person because you don't know. That's the best we can give. But what happened outside of River County is very concerning and alarming. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you and for coming back on the show.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, and I'm glad to be back. All right, I think this person is going to be the last caller. 215 number, are you there?
Yes, Sekou, how are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah, my name is Edward Pay. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Mr. Pay, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just wanted to give my little piece on this whole naming by the president.
Yeah, we got very limited time now, so just make it brief.
Yeah, what my point here is, you see, in during crisis time like this, we have to be careful about shaming people or stigmatizing people. The individual concerned, if he bypass protocol as accused or as alleged by the government, I feel like there are consequences. First of all, I will ask, how did it happen? Because if you create these protocols, there should be no way of bypassing them. There are consequences for people who will attempt to bypass, the protocol. But coming from the number one gentleman, naming people, first of all, you have created a stigma about this whole thing. People are already scary. The last person that should be making people scared is the president. Second of all, you create problems.
Is this person a government official or not?
Well, they say he's the director of EPA, but he's a citizen.
No, I'm just asking.
Yeah, they say he's the director of the EPA.
Okay.
If I was to contract the illness, no matter how we look at it, somebody was going to, Liberia is not in a bubble. Somebody was going to take the coronavirus to Africa, to Liberia. What I'm saying is, when you start to do public shaming, when you start to name people, you scare people away from coming to get treatment. If I was in Liberia now and had coronavirus, I would be afraid to come forward because I would be afraid that somebody is going to name.
No, but if you are a public figure, mostly if something like that happens, it will come up. I mean, even here in America, did you hear that the wife of the Canadian Prime Minister was also somebody that wanted to put it that was tested positive? Did you hear about the two NBA players? So if you are a public figure, your name will come out if you are tested positive. Definitely.
No, Sekou, I agree.
Ordinary people may not get that much of attention.
Sekou, let me tell you, all those names that came out, they came out consensually. You do not public medical information about people without their consent.
Yeah.
In this country, I don't know what we have, but here we have HIPAA. The person consent. When you're a public figure, they do consent. Some people have tested positive and have decided not to come forward. But some of them are public figures. You don't want people to be ashamed and afraid to come forward. There's a reason why people who have TB, HIV, who had SARS, and all these illnesses, there's a reason why they keep them private, because you encourage people. You care. There's no way you would detect everybody that has the illness.
Yeah, you're right. All right, my brother. Thank you very much. If you still want to conclude, that's fine. But I thought you done.
Yeah, my conclusion here is we need to enforce the health protocols. We need to teach our people. We need to encourage people to come forward. And that way we can get everybody treated instead of using one person or putting it out there. It's like when people used to have leprosy back in the biblical days. You don't do that. It's not effective. At the end of the day, the overall goal here is to get this virus under control so you can't get too many people infected. But if there's still people who are infected, if we continue to do like this, we'll scare people away and people will stay home and get more people infected. Okay. That's my point. Thank you for having me.
No problem, brother. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. So, folks, somebody just told me that I should change the battery for my smoke detector. Maybe I was wondering. I didn't know exactly why I was making that noise. So I think that's the problem. But I will try to check it out. But again, folks, I want to say thank you to all of you. I'm very glad to be back. I miss all of you as well as those of you that actually miss me. So we will keep coming on. We'll announce the day we're going to come on. Pretty much for now on, we're going to be doing show every day by 12 p.m. Our time here was 3 p.m. just for only 2 hours, not more than that. So that way we can have time to do other things after the show. But I want to say thank you to all of you for your time. It was nice talking to you. It is very nice being back. But again, I asked a question from the opening of the show. First thing I ask you, please try to. Oh, I said the last caller, but I can't let this person go. I have to pick up the phone. the giant, how you doing?
I mean, I gotta say something.
Yeah, that's why I told you. Otherwise, I mean, I had the last caller, but you called now. I was about to close. Welcome, my brother. Welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Am I live now?
You're live, yes.
Okay. Well, Sekou, first off, on a very serious note, I'd like to extend my condolences to you and your family for the passing of your brother.
Thank you.
And I want to also bless God for your speedy recovery. We're glad that you're back home. I call you Mr. Polite.
Thank you.
You're one of those hosts that doesn't easily get irritated from abuses and stuff like that. I wish I had that kind of demeanor, but again, we are all different in what is it that we do.
True.
All right. So again, want to thank God for you coming back, and we're glad that you made it back because there was something missing on the social media, and the fact that you're back, it says a lot. Again, welcome back.
I appreciate it. And you're one of those people I mentioned. I didn't mention people by name, but one of those people that can call me behind the scenes to check on me to say how well I was doing and console me during the time of my bereavement. You are one of those people, and I can't thank you enough. You are very, very, very much dear to my heart, and I want to say thank you to you and everybody else. Trust me, my brother. I appreciate you guys so much.
Okay, and we have got to learn how to take stuff seriously. You remember, I believe it was in March of 2019, when this phrase came about, D-hole, cover hole, and boring initiatives. Basically, George Weah instructed Samuel Toy to go and steal from the World Bank's coffers.
Yeah.
You remember there was $2 million set aside for emergency funds since Ebola came out and people were not prepared.
Yeah.
And if you actually see the list, it was $2 million debited, unapproved debit by the government of Liberia. $35,000 worth of laptop, unapproved by the government of Liberia. There was something set aside for forestry and water. All of those funds were stolen by the government through the instrumentality of President Weah.
Yeah.
That's when Samuel Toy came out with the phrase "borrowing initiative," and then Eugene we also came out with
D-hole, cover hole. I remember.
And look where we are today. I mean, you have the driver of Nat Blama. He was in the ambulance for 6 hours, just sitting there. And we're also told that Nat Blama was taken to the hospital, was there for several hours, hungry without food. Now it's going to be very hard for people who have been exposed to the virus to come out because they don't want to be treated like slave.
Yeah.
The great America, we're still struggling as to how to contain this virus.
Yeah.
And look at Liberia, nothing works well even under normal circumstances. But we have to not only prayer cannot do it, not only pray for the country, but we have to take precaution. If it means that you stop the last gathering, that the president is irresponsible when he organizes a retreat in the midst of the epidemic. You know what I mean? When everybody else around the world is concerned about this disease, but he goes out
Yeah, that was very misguided.
Yeah, and start to jump over it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So we've got to do better, man. We've got to learn how to learn from the past. And then going, very interesting. Going to the now Blaman guy's home where you saw people.
Yeah.
They disappear running away from people running to it. And then you hear the leg
you running away. You running away. You know, they're like, you running away. Look at you. You're not going to the car.
Uncle Nakasa. I'm the what? Even they went to the Sekou where the rooster and all was standing. The rooster was concerned for not the Nakasa.
Yeah.
That's how dangerous this stuff is. But librarians, we need to learn, man. You know, I don't know if it's because of poverty of lack of education or something, but we've got to learn how to do better, and we need the president to speak out more. He should have daily updates. If he doesn't want to come out, he should go through the spokespeople. There's the spokespeople to come out and educate the people as to how things are going on a daily basis. I think that will help. With that said, I want to thank you for the opportunity, my brother, and we're glad that you're back home.
My man, thank you very, very much. That's the Ashford Galley, the giant. I always call you the giant from all the way back in Liberia. My man, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
That is good.
All right. Well, folks, I think we got to leave it there. Thank you very, very much. I can thank you. But you can don't forget to click on the like button, share it with your friends, let them know that we are going to be doing show on this platform almost all the time now. Maybe in a very, very emergency situation where I can go through the normal processes to, go on the platform, but mostly I would prefer this because this is unlimited number of people can follow, can be a part of it, and we are doing this not for us. And you may be aware, I am not so much particular about the number, especially as to how many people watching at the time the show is going on. I'm not particular about that. Because I believe many people watch the show after the show, and these shows, they go a long way. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you know how many people are going to be watching these shows. Everything we say here, everything we do here matters a lot. So it's better to do it right for the first time than to do it in a way, then try to do it better later. As always, I really appreciate you people. Without you, I would not be here. And I'm coming back because I want to make sure that we keep that friendship, that brotherhood, that sisterhood together. We'll be here tomorrow, 12 p.m. My time, 3 p.m. New York time. All right, until then, enjoy my African music, as always. Afro Keita is one of my best artists from Ivory Coast. All right,
okay.
So enjoy the music.
Je vais dédier ce morceau à ma maman chérie, la madre. Quand je dis la madre, celle même qui nous a montré la scène, Maman Aïcha Kenneh. Shinita ladu beta jongo salimata woka dokenye sali kone we woka dokenye mama kone bade woka dokenye madambu alasani woka dokenye shini salimata woka dokenye dubai sali woka dokenye paris sali woka dokenye amerikita diana salimata mina oh cheba mumini denewe cheba foni sere denewe alasani bebenga welema o mama kone badenga welema jute mula banako mama kone fodile ngwalu boni fofana ilero angwande tande dode do kono nondo angwande tande do mani do ye angwande tande dode do kono nondo angwande tande do mani do ye bade nyakana dode do kono nondo singi yakana do mani do ye teri yakana dode do kono nondo bade nyakana do mani do ye yoli yoli keni jelasila manyuma kwa keni jelasila resultat dini done mao resultat dini mama 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 kone sangaranga nese kone bebele resultat bodi salimata ye alasani bebe salimata mama netemlelo danga de koite danga de ye mosul moke monamu domandi doye kude angwande tane dole do kono nolo angwande tane domandi doye angwande tane dole do kono nolo angwande tane domandi doye maimuna bade dote do kono nolo teri asala do ma do kono nolo sigi nyoya do mandi doye teri asala do mandi doye hanu betade do mandi doye salimata kone wo do mandi doye angwande tande dode do kono nolo angwande tande do mandi doye angwande tande dode do kono nolo angwande tande do mandi doye bade nyakana dode do kono nolo singi yakana do mandi doye teri yakana dode do kono nolo bade nyakana do mandi doye salimata kone mbifoda mama buku bel kereyatu yidere ko kereyatu 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 tata we mbifoda ye madamu kone we tata inula ngwate diabera mokolu ngwate kuyapera mama kone wende nyina maleko nyasanu tile mama ye kone sangaranga ibwandi fafaido mama mariama katrobe ngura dendu deminga bo fafana ludo wadendo te china ngode minga bo kone la kaludo wadendo te china madame a bien comporté à la sali bébé salimata na fali nyuma di salimata à la tati à la belle sali mama ba de folile ya barika jeli chaye baja jeli changwa ya barika ye lombe bima mibla bitoba do te do kono no tane do mandi do ye do te do kono non